What's up, guys? Ricardo Amendolia here. We're at the Kalahari Resort in beautiful Round Rock, Texas for WNO 27. We have the biggest main event in WNO history going down tomorrow night. We got Nicky Rod, the CJI winner, the $1 Million grappler, Nicky Rodriguez versus Kaynan Duarte, the double gold ADCC champ. This is the match that everyone's been trying to make, everyone wants to see, but it's only going down here as the best matches do at WNO. Not only that, we have a stacked card from top to bottom. We got Shandri Rivera coming out of retirement. We got Andrew Tackett back in the mix. Helena Cravar going for the title against Liz Clay. So many just amazing matches going down tomorrow at WNO. Now, we just got finished with the weigh-ins. We're gonna pass things over to Jake Watson for the official WNO press conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Who's Number 127 press conference. My name is Jake Watson. I'm joined by the two athletes who are going to open up the undercard, Trinity Pun and Taylor Highshaw. Trinity, I'm going to open the question to you first. This is a rematch against, you've been victorious in the last encounter. How much confidence does that give you leading into this match?
Yeah, so we had a match in 2022 in the ADCC Open, the first one. It's been quite a bit since then, so I feel like we both grew as athletes. So this is going to be completely different from then. The rule sets are all different. This is one of my favorite rule sets, submission only. I'm very sub-oriented, so I'm always looking for the kill. Back in 22, I did get the kill with an armbar. It was, I think, pretty quick, with like under a minute. So I'm really excited for this rematch because I think she's grown as a grappler as well, and so have I. So,
Taylor, what is it that sets you apart from other competitors in this division? I know you've got to be excited about the rematch.
Yeah, you know, am I loud?
Speak into it.
I train real hard. I train a lot. What sets me apart? Man, I train with a lot of top tier guys all the time. So I would say that. Not else much to say.
Trinity, you've been training most of your life. How does it feel to be finally making your debut on Who's Number One?
Yeah, so I've been training for 11 years, and half of it with the best in the team in the world. I started with John back in New York and now in Texas. So I feel like training with them gives me an edge. I'm glad for the opportunity to be able to showcase my jiu-jitsu. I've been doing locals here and there, the opens, whatever tournament comes my way. I'm never backing down of a challenge. So yeah, I'm super stoked for this opportunity to be on the big stage and give a good performance tomorrow night.
Taylor, you mentioned the room that you train with, B Team, one of the best teams in the entire world. What should fans expect when they tune in to watch you Friday night?
A lot of aggressive passing. You know, if I'm sure she's gonna pull guard. A lot of people do that with me. So a lot of aggressive passing, a lot of knee cuts, a lot of everything and above.
What's the kind of advice that your team has given you, Trinity, leading into this debut performance and this specific matchup versus Taylor?
Yeah, so good advice is I'm always pushing the pace, so never letting them make the first move. I'm always constantly creating a reaction. I know she's an excellent wrestler, passer, and I don't think I really have like positions I'm uncomfortable with. I'm pretty comfortable with being uncomfortable. So like even if I was, for example, in bottom mount, I'm still comfortable there. We train every day. I'm used to it. So yeah. Basically, any position I'm given, I could deal with.
And last question for you as well. Does the idea of getting this win back add any extra pressure or motivation coming into this match?
Definitely extra motivation. You always got to get your get back. It don't matter who it's for. It don't matter when, what time. She knew it was coming. she knew that get back was coming. But here we are.
Got anything to say to that?
We'll see tomorrow night for that rematch, but I'm looking for the dub. And
we will.
And I know I smell the win, so.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, open.
Real funky up in here, huh?
I've been dreaming every night. I've been envisioning it. I see how the match is going to turn out to be. So.
I don't know about that jigsaw. I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, opening up the undercard, this is Trinity Pun versus Taylor Highshaw live on FloGrappling. Don't miss it tomorrow night.
Go ahead and write about my name, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Who's Number 127 press conference. I am now here with Ben Eddy and Josh Weiland. Josh, you have an extensive wrestling background. What lessons from wrestling have you brought into the world of grappling?
It's really just kind of like that tough mindset and being able to grind and practice and going through hard camps we have at B Team, stuff like that. All that stuff's not new to me. So being able to carry that over into jiu-jitsu has helped me a lot.
Ben, not a lot of athletes have like a signature submission that they hit often enough for it to be, a part of their moniker, a part of sort of their brand. What's it like bringing something like the Hindulo team, which you hit at the IAGA trials, as a huge viral moment? What's it like bringing that sort of a aura with that submission into every match?
It gives you a threat. It gives you a threat that they know that's coming, but at the same time, they also know it's coming. So you got to come with a bunch of other tricks that they might not see coming. But yeah, it gives you that threat. It gives you something that they're going to be worried about. Mm-hmm.
Ben also brings this sort of unpredictability into his matches. So what's your mindset heading into a submission-only match versus someone as unpredictable as Ben Eddy?
Yeah, I mean, I think his style's pretty predictable, only because he's been competing for so long. He's got a ton of footage out there, all his matches. And typically when you put a pace on someone and someone's you drag them out to deep water, they're going to resort back to that style that they're used to playing. So I'm kind of anticipating how Ben's going to play. But if he decides to mix it up, training in a room like B team, I don't think there's anything I haven't seen before. So I'm not too worried.
So Josh also has a little bit of a reputation for being a wild man. So
A dog.
He's got that dog in him, as per his own admission.
Yep.
What do you plan on doing to slow him down? Because I imagine it's got to be a little bit of the game plan to go into this match, right?
No, I mean I don't need to slow him down. I mean that's great. I hope it gets a little crazy. That's where I perform good. So yeah, no, I'm looking to mix it up. I'm looking to wrestle. I'm looking to stand on my feet and play around and let it get fun. Yeah. I hope it's a dogfight.
So what kind of advice have the guys at B Team gave you? I remember when I asked Taylor Highshaw, she mentioned, the room is full of so many amazing competitors. What's the advice they've given you going into this match?
To win. I mean, you ask someone like Nicky Rod for advice. He's like, go out there and win. So I'm like, all right, I guess that's good advice. But no, honestly, it's just been go out there and let loose. Don't be afraid to go out there and put on a performance and just be myself. People who train with me know how good I am, and they know what I'm capable of. So it's really the advice just been go out there and do you. So.
And Ben, you're a representative of 10th Planet alongside Boogeyman Martinez, who will be on the card later as well. What is it about the 10th Planet style that makes for dealing with a wrestler?
I mean, we have a counter style to that. But no, I'm coming in with some wrestling. I've been working on my wrestling really hard, and I want to wrestle. So yeah, I'm looking for it to be fun on the feet. We're gonna get after it, and I think we both teach here in Round Rock. We both run gyms here in Round Rock. So little local Round Rock dogfight. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the next match on the card between Ben Eddy and Josh Weiland. Don't miss it. Goes down tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Who's Number 127 press conference. I'm Jake Watson, joined by Alan Magenzo and Colin Carl. Open up the floor to you, Alan. What does it mean for you to be on Who's Number 1?
So, I just want to thank Ricardo and everyone for the opportunity. Just a couple of years ago, I was, working out of a stinky basement in Chile with my blue belt, and, never dreamed I would be on a card with some of the legends of the sport. It means everything, and obviously, above all that, I'm just looking forward to it because it's gonna be so much fun. So,
real quick, I'm gonna ask you a question in a second. Stinky basement, explain.
Basements tend to get stinky. A lot of stinky South Americans. A lot of us don't really shower. When we do shower, it tends to be together. A lot of guys aren't so into showering together, so they don't shower at all. But I wasn't one of those, so I was one of the least stinky guys, but a lot of experience, showering in groups. But it would get pretty stinky down there. A lot of bad smells, but fortunately, no staph, no ringworm. That seems to be an American thing. So, does that satisfy your question?
But that's okay. We're just gonna leave it ambiguous. Colin, I'm just gonna move past that. You had a short notice change of opponent. What were you thinking when you had to make that switch?
Still lost on that last question. No, it's the same thing, man. I prepared for a guard player, a new wave. I got a new wave guard player. me and Alan are homies. We've trained a couple of times at some open mats, and I know exactly what I need to do. I'm gonna go out there and execute, and I have a crazy ass pace, and I'm just gonna put a pressure on him. So nothing really changes. But also on that note, just like shout out to Seb. We can agree that he's a really good competitor, and hope he gets a nice speedy recovery.
So, I'm sorry, I'm still focused on the last thing I said to you too. So this is a short notice appearance for you as well. How are you feeling in preparation for this match?
Yeah, I mean, my last 3 matches, I've jumped in for someone injured, and I've yet to lose under those circumstances. So
I was one of those guys.
yeah, that's true. You were the first one. So this is I guess we're closing a cycle. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Honestly, no time to psych myself out. I'm pretty excited. Short notice is my favorite, so I'm ready.
You mentioned you put on kind of a crazy pace. What on top of that should fans expect to see when they tune in to see you compete?
Oh man, I think I'm one of like the hidden gems in Austin. Like anybody rolls with me at B Team or 10 Planet, they know I got some a crazy pace, a crazy style, and I like to just get after it. A lot of front headlock attacks, choke attacks, and just kind of ending up in like weird positions where my game kind of opens up a little bit. So kind of forcing guys into bad positions and just letting it rip.
So I guess I'll ask both of you sort of the same question. I'll open up the floor. What would a win here tonight mean for you in your grappling career?
A win's a win. I mean, it would mean a lot being on this is by far, I guess, the biggest stage I've ever been on. So it'll be the biggest win of my career. Hopefully I can leverage it into an even bigger win in the future. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm a very process-oriented guy. I don't worry too much about the outcome or where it's going to take me. I just try and make the most of the moment and have the most fun possible. And just want to make my friends and family happy. And it actually does mean a lot for me to be here. I'm the first Chilean ever to be on Who's Number One. So I know I'll have a lot of hometown, fans, friends, family supporting. And that means a lot to me. I'm going to get emotional here. So I'll pass it back.
It's a long way from the stinky basement comment. So, Colin, same question to you.
Yeah, man, I'm just like super stoked to be here. Again, like not many people know who I am or like my background, my pedigree, or anything like that. And I'm just really excited and honored to be on the card and just go have a good time and just be seen. Be seen in front of a crowd, in front of the world, and win or lose, just give it a good show. Just give it them all.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be Alan Magenzo versus Colin Carr on Who's Number 127 tomorrow night. Welcome back to the Who's Number 127 press conference. I'm Jake Watson, joined by Chris Wojcik and Michael Esquivel. I'm going to open up the floor to Mr. BJJ Twitter himself. You've had a pretty wild few months since ADCC. How does it feel now making your Who's Number 1 debut?
It feels like it's a long time coming. I think I've been kind of like on the cusp of being on Who's Number One for a very long time, and it's been hard kind of getting matches. So big shout out to Michael for saying yes. This was a match that a lot of people said no to, so I'm just like super excited to throw down tomorrow.
Michael, what was your thoughts? Talk me through it when you got the call, not just to be on Who's Number One, but to face someone like Chris Wojcik.
So when I got a Instagram message actually. I got offered Chris. I knew it was going to be a tough match, but I was just excited. He's a great opponent, and just really excited to showcase my jiu-jitsu against someone with his caliber.
So, Chris, what do you know about your opponent? What's the mindset heading into this match specifically?
Michael's tough. I studied him quite a bit, especially after the match got booked. And in his, he had a recent match at main character where he tried to hit a Woj lock. So definitely he's been studying me as well. So I know that he's well-rounded. He's got a good guard. He's good on top. So it's going to be a kind of a whoever gets to their spots is going to have the most success.
So I have to ask, since you've been doing the Woj lock, it's very viral that he does the Woj lock. Do you have a plan to enter into that? Do you want to try to hit the Woj lock master with the Woj lock? Talk me through maybe a game plan for the match.
Probably won't try to get him at his own move, but I definitely do have some tricks to stop him from getting there, stopping all that game. So
I think that's exactly what he wants me to think.
Yeah.
So are you going to go for it? I feel like we're going to see a leg lock in some way, shape, or form.
I mean, it's one of those things that it's hard to do when it's the one thing they don't want to have happen. But, I feel like, honestly, right now, I feel like I'm more well-rounded than I've ever been. So I think that wherever the match goes, I feel really confident.
Now, question for both of you. How would you compare Who's Number One to the other organizations you've competed for? You mentioned main character. I know you've competed at ADCC. You guys are both very active. This experience, how would you compare it to the other experiences you guys have had?
So definitely I've never competed on a card with athletes like this one, so it's definitely something different for me. Yeah, I'm super excited for this one, for sure.
Yeah, the caliber of athletes in this room, even though there's not very many, is, kind of the big kind of thing that makes Who's Number One different from a lot of the other events. Like you've got, some really good grapplers, from B Team all over Austin. You've got the second best British grappler, Owen Jones, and many others. I'm the first best.
Oh, are you British?
I am British. I am British.
I'm learning something.
Just kidding.
new every
Owen's
day.
going to come after me in the training room now.
Wouldn't be surprised. He's loose cannon, that guy. But all right, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be another great matchup between Chris Wojcik and Michael Esquivel II. Tune in tomorrow night. Welcome back to the press conference for Who's Number 127. I'm joined alongside Owen Jones and Julian Espinosa. Question for you, Owen. You were the 2024 FloGrappling Breakthrough Grappler of the Year. Do you think you have more of a target on your back leading into this match than you did before last year?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I think the last year was a very good year, but I think this year I'm looking for more bigger wins, better wins. I don't think Julian's ever had any good wins, so I think this is a chance for him to actually get a good win. I think he's only ever fought scrubs, not many accolades. So I definitely think I'm definitely caliber above. Obviously, I'm way higher on the rankings and everything, so I think I'm definitely the top dog in this match, and then looking forward to taking out people above me on the rankings for sure.
So the odds makers have you as an underdog leading into this match. What do you think hearing that?
Well, I would say I've had some good matches, and he's definitely one that I always wanted to get. He got hurt for Polaris. He got knee staph. It was pretty bad. But now that I finally have the chance to get him, well, I know it's something that will probably push me to the top, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, and you're always looking for the next big match as well. Julian was just in the Black Belt World Finals. What would a win over him mean to you?
I mean, nothing really. I think this is expected. I think I'm expected to smash him. I think I will smash him. I think this is just a stepping stone for my next matches. I'm looking at people, the true third place match for ADCC. This is a match I'm looking for. I'm looking for rematches against people like Pato, Fabricio. I'm just here to show that I'm well-rounded. I'm going to show some D1 British wrestling. I'm going to show all my skill sets, and then I'm basically just going to put a masterclass on him. That's what he's here for. Just lamb to the slaughter.
So I'm going to give you a chance to respond. Where are you better than Owen Jones? I want you to defend yourself now. Where are you better than this very brash man here?
I think I'm better in every aspect. I'm more well-rounded, and he says that I think I saw something like in the B Team channel that he is unwrestlable, but I don't think he can wrestle me at all. So we'll see.
We'll see wrestling. The only thing you're better than me at is the pirouette. You spin yourself into outside heel hooks against Owen Flanagan. A little backstep into a heel hook. This you're better than me at for sure. But everything else, wrestling, passing, guard, I'm definitely superior. I've shown that on.
He couldn't survive Diego Pato. I did.
I've shown on many times that. Did you get to ADCC?
No, but he won the trials from Europe. So that's I'm trying to get my passport from Europe to win those trials. Those are
did you win
trials.
Nogi Worlds? IBJJF Nogi Worlds?
You
Nogi
purple?
Pans?
Purple?
You couldn't even win
Purple,
the easiest Nogi majors. IBJJF, the hard guys don't even do the IBJJF. The real
Let's see when he gets to
ADCC.
black belt. He's going to be in my division. I'll have to kill him twice.
You're easy pickings, bro. You're easy pickings.
Let's see tomorrow. There's only one way to find out.
We'll see for sure.
Sure.
Julian, Owen has a history, it's funny, this is the question that was written down, of being loud and brash and playing to the fans in the middle of the match. How do you deal with somebody who talks in the middle of the match like that? Because Owen's going to be talking, he's going to be in your ear. How do you deal with something like that?
No, I like it. It just helps me, I know how he is. He's a good lad. So, we both are coming for the win. So that's just going to be better.
Owen, you might have answered this before, but I want to give you the chance to answer it. What should fans expect when they tune into any Owen Jones match?
I mean, I'm always going to be entertaining. I'm always looking at talking shit, creating drama. This is always important for me, you know. And I think this match in particular, I do respect Julian in the fact that he will come. He's not going to stall. He's going to scrap. But I believe this is going to play into my favor. But I do believe he will come for a war. So I think this is going to be a good match. And you can always expect me to be myself, you know, talk. I'm not scared to say stuff on camera. You know, you put yourself on the line, talk shit. You know, Julian, we'll see what happens tomorrow. But he's going to feel that D1 wrestling. Trust me.
Well, I'm excited for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Owen Jones versus Julian Espinosa.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the press conference for Who's Number 127. I have with me Shanji Ribeiro and Richie Boogeyman Martinez. Question for you, Shanji. You've competed in nearly every organization in the grappling world. You have been, you were in the pre-show with us a lot for Who's Number One. How does it feel to finally make your Who's Number One debut?
Feels great, you know, to test my skills in a different setup. You know, I don't think I have ever really been a 15-minute match. My last match, no Guinea event like this, was probably like 4 years ago. My longest match was 50 minutes in Manaus. So it would be interesting to go in a setup where points are not relevant and just to finish.
Boogie, what were you thinking when you got the call that Who's Number One wanted you to face a legend like Sanji?
It's one of those things that I just never thought I was going to get that kind of match, especially I know that he was retired. And so when they asked me, I was super hyped up, and, you know, I couldn't turn it down. It was a match that I must take, and, you know, I trained really hard for it, and I'm very excited for it.
You're competing here in front of quite a few of your students. Do you feel like that adds any pressure to compete in a certain way?
Just to make a take, I never retired. I retired from Worlds and ADCC. We don't retire, we become masters, and we do great super fights, you know. It does add more of excitement and actually a feeling of gratitude that I moved to Austin in 2002, right before everyone else moved. So for me, just seeing the scene growing and how many schools and how many talents are in the town, it's amazing. And I'm not too concerned. Because of my training camp, I did a little intensive training with John Wick, and he turned me the new Baba Yaga, so I'm ready for it.
Boogie, is this the biggest match of your career? If so, why?
Yes, because it's him. He's a legend. He's at ADCC. You know, he's a Hall of Famer at ADCC. I believe in IBJJF as well, something like that. So yeah, he's a legend, man. This is the biggest match of my life, and you know, it's one of those things that for me, like, I didn't start jiu-jitsu young. I started jiu-jitsu late, you know, so it's like, you know, I never thought I would get a match like this. Watching him, like, when I first started, I was a white belt and he was already doing ADCC. So I've always been, you know, studying him since I started jiu-jitsu. So it's one of those matches that I'm very excited for, just because I feel that I understand his game enough to be able to give him a great match.
So, Shanji, you've been critical in the past about how athletes should always carry themselves with respect and dignity and honor going into a competition. Is part of your return to help exemplify that?
Definitely. You know, I think this new trend of do what it takes to do whatever in social media, I think it's an issue. I think you should live your life as an example and make that just like the part that shows people what you do. I see a lot of people going to training sessions and be like, oh, you know, I'm going to post this, I'm going to post that. Just live your life for who you are and be genuine. You know, I think it's about being genuine. I think there's a lot of kids watching us. I think it's important to kind of maintain. Of course, we need to sell. Is it still entertainment? And I love the idea. Like I said, you know, the kids are here, they talk, you do see that who they are. You know, I think when you start to move away from who you are just to get clicks online, it's just not my style. I didn't grow up with that. But, you know, if it's what makes you get a fight, get a call, do it. It's just not my thing. I rather live the life the way I think my purpose is and go from there. And extending with Boogie, thank you so much for your words. You know, he have fought great athletes as well, you know, as of course study his game and everything else, which we trained before. I'm some sort of a templater too. I do a lot of rubber guard and lockdowns too. So, you know, thank you so much for taking the fight, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be here at Who's Number One.
Boogie, last question for you. Where do you feel your biggest advantage is in this match, and what needs to happen for you to get your hand raised on Friday?
My biggest advantage is that a lot of people haven't seen my full game. I feel that it's kind of easy for me to get rubber guard in some of these matches and just like finish off real fast. But I feel there's a longer, a different path for me to win other than rubber guard in this game. And it's like I feel there's a lot. I'm pretty well rounded when it comes down to playing jiu-jitsu, but like I said, it just always resorts to the same kind of game, which I feel very good with. And I feel if I take it that route, I feel I could find some success as well. But I feel there's a lot of more in my game that he hasn't seen, and I feel that this match, it's gonna show a lot of his game and a lot of my game that a lot of people haven't seen. So I'm very excited to see what actually comes out.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here for the press conference. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Shanji Ribeiro and Richie Boogeyman Martinez. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the Who's Number 127 press conference. I am joined by Andrew Pirulito Tackett and Fabiori Christian. Andrew, we'll open up the floor to you first. You said you'll only take on grapplers who can help you put on exciting matches. What makes Fabiori the right guy for you to face?
Yeah, I mean, first off, I have a reputation for being exciting, so it really wouldn't make a whole lot of sense me accepting a fight with someone that has the pure opposite goal as me. So when they were like, hey, you want to fight Fabiori? I looked him up. I was like, dang, yeah, this guy scraps. This guy goes after it. You know, he definitely is looking for the finish. So that's going to, you know, benefit my style, because it's a lot easier to submit someone and attack someone when they're trying to attack you. But when they're constantly just defending or pushing away from you, it's really hard to get something going, especially in the no-gi. So I saw him attacking in all of his matches, and I was like, sick. I was like, he's going to put on a good fight, and it will give me my opportunities to get my stuff going. So that was why I accepted the fight.
Fabiori, you're no stranger to fight of the year caliber matchups. You've been on the Who's Number 1 stage before. What's the game plan for Friday? What's your best path to victory?
Scramble, for sure. Like, as he told you, like, I'm always looking for the finish. I'm always scrambling well. I see that, like, I have an advantage on the scramble situation that I always find, like, good positions, good submissions on it. So the path for the win is scrap there, capitalize the first mistake or the first shot that I have it, and get it. You know, like, I'm here for scrap, that's for sure.
Andrew, what's it like to go up against someone from a team like AOJ, someone coached by the Mendez Bros?
Yeah, so I grew up from like 5 to now, like competing in IBJJF. I haven't competed in it for a couple of years because I've had opportunity outside of it, but I'm super used to going against that style. I grew up competing against Mendez, like students, like their kids, like orange belt, yellow belt, green belt, like kids pans, and all sorts of tournaments. So I'm very familiar with their style at that gym. It's a world-renowned style, and I definitely respect it. But I know what's coming at me, you know, for sure. So it's very exciting though to know that he has like good technique, good coaching, and everything he needs to like get the win. But it's not gonna matter. I'm gonna win.
Fabiori, how would you describe your evolution and changes since you made that switch to train at AOJ?
What I feel that, like, since I made the change, I started to sharp even more my game. So I have like a really good submission set, also back attacks, guard pass, everything, and I also start to work on my body too. So what I feel that like Professor Gee is doing with me is like sharpen even more my qualities and add even more for his style, the AOJ style, the AOJ mindset that is like not showing like breakdown, going forward, chasing, doesn't matter who it is in front of you, just go for the chase, you know. Like I have literally like I'm sure to say that like the best environment room with the amount of like champions and people that like train gi and no gi. So you're a complete team, you know. So nothing that has in front of me fear me.
Andrew, I would say as somebody who's known you for a long time that a lot of the
we actually had a pancake eating competition. I won. We didn't set the rules.
You know what I'm going to do right now? Stop talking. When you and I'm going to do this right now. The unspoken rule of eating competitions is if you throw up like a chump, then you lose. So let's just. But anyway, what's more important to you as somebody who has a pretty unconventional, I would say, style? You're very aggressive. You're always going for the options that no one would think of. What's more important to you going into a match? Is it to put on a show, or is it just to get the win?
Just to get the win. It doesn't matter if I got to go to the bathroom and throw up and come back and keep eating. I'll get that win, you know. But yeah, no, for me, yeah, I mean, I definitely like the win is very important, but I didn't win my match against Cade, and I still got a lot of I've got more exposure from that match than I've gotten in my whole career. So it just really showed me that even if you lose and you give it your all and you really show your character and you go after it, you're going to get a lot of gain from it. So I'd say the performance is definitely more important than the victory, but the victory is what I have my eyes set on, if that makes sense.
Kind of.
Okay.
Fabiotti, you've sacrificed a lot to get to this point. What would a win over Andrew Tackett on Friday mean to you in your career?
It would mean a lot, of course. Like as he told as well, like performance is what it really matters here. But like I'm here for the win. I've been like the underdog, literally the dark horse, my whole life. It wasn't different the last time that I was here fighting against Daniel. Like everybody put the stakes against me, so I feel comfortable with that. You know, I came like from a really humble background. We have to work hard towards like my whole life. So it's just like people don't realize the work that we put towards here, like to live out of jiu-jitsu, you know, like how hard the path it is to make your name, to get here, to start to fight on a big show, and realize how hard is the behind these scenes. So like when I see that, it just gives me like more fuel, like give me more gas to get the win and get there and show the people that like, hey, it's not just this guy that you see here on the Instagram. You know, there's a guy, there's like kid that trained like over the last 14 years, somebody that been like sacrificing like the has, literally like hustling a lot to get here. So the win towards him tomorrow, just gonna show like the work that I've been doing the last 14 years, not the last month, not the last year, not the last camp, like my whole work ethic that's been the last years.
I mean, it sounds like you have the right mindset. You know, that's the mindset I have, but I'm winning tomorrow, you know. I'm going out there, I'm winning.
That's what everybody says, you know. If you're not trusting your win, who's going to be, you know, that's for sure. I respect that too. Like, as he told, like, he accepted the match because I'm someone that's crap. I'm completing all areas. I play bottom, top, standing too. Like, I didn't got this cauliflower, you know, like, just get his match, that's for sure, because
I got mine getting beat up.
That's what I got.
I never
too,
got mine by winning.
Wasn't winning either, but that's good. I'm happy to fight
him. If I see a high level dude with no qualifier, I'm like, whoa, you must be really good. You never get beat up.
I didn't have cauliflower until last week, you know. You would think that about me right now, may change a little bit.
Oh, that's new. That's brand new.
That's
dude.
fresh, you know, like just for
that
the
looks
pictures.
Terrible.
Collar tie is only on the right side. Only on this side. But no, I mean, Fabiori's really good, man. I mean, I don't think people give him enough credit. I mean, just looking at like his followers and like how much people like know him, I don't think he deserves, or I think he deserves more credit. I've been watching him and he's really good. So yeah, I mean, anything could happen tomorrow. He could take my back, choke me. I could take his back, choke me. Who knows? I've been preparing. I've been training really hard to make sure everything I do, it goes in my favor. So who knows what's going to happen tomorrow, but I've set myself up for success in this match. And I know
I'm
you have
happy. Yeah, for sure. As Andrew told, like, I'm happy. Like, I'm building my career, my path as well. Like, he's a kid I've been watching a lot of time too. We have like similar path. He won brown belt no-gi world too. As I won the next year, I've been doing like a lot of the no-gi scene, showing up even more. And I know that like I don't like to come here just talk or do trash talks. Just let my work do the job. But I'm gonna be like showing up more, talking more, counting my history as well to people realize it. But tomorrow, for sure, we're going to do history together. It's going to be, like, for sure, one of the best matches of the year.
Yeah, I like trash talking. I just kind of suck at it. I wish
I
was better.
What am I going to say? You can't handle spice?
I wish it came more naturally.
Well, you don't even know. You said, oh, man, I could go and take his back. Or you said he could take your back and choke you, or I could take his back and he could choke me. That's what you said.
I said that?
You're that bad at trash talking that you laid out two ways
I just
you're gonna
trash
lose.
talked myself.
Yeah,
that's not what I meant, guys. That's not what
I can't trash talk. What am I going to say? That he can't handle spice? He's already white as hell. You know, there's nothing to say. You know?
Oh.
I am white, yes, and I have a baby mouth.
I wouldn't blame you. I'm the same.
But my whole family can eat like serranos and spicy food. I'm the one that can't.
I'm like him too. I'm just not.
Hey,
that
you
white.
can't eat spicy either. Yeah, sit
That's
down.
the best of the trash talk that I can do here, guys. Sorry, you know, that's the best.
Yeah, you can't eat spicy either. Sit down. Come on.
All right.
But yeah, it's gonna be great tomorrow, guys. Flo's an amazing card. We're gonna have great fights. We're gonna put on a performance. You better watch it. I promise you, it's gonna be a good fight. So, you guys better be watching. If you're not, I'm gonna be extremely disappointed because it's a very good card tomorrow, and take advantage of it.
It's literally one of the biggest cards I've ever seen here with the amount of champions. Like we have Kaynan, Nick, we have Luke, Vitor Hugo, we have like Tackett here, me. So tomorrow's gonna be like a crazy show, big. So just waiting to get the W tomorrow.
Jake, what's your final thoughts?
My final thoughts: this could be one of the matches of the evening, and I'm excited about it. It's going to be a great card.
I love you too.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Andrew Tackett and Fabio De Christian. Goes down tomorrow night. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the Who's Number 127 press conference, joined by Helena Cravar and Elizabeth Clay. I'll open the question to you first, Elizabeth. How does it feel being the veteran in this match when not that long ago you were in a similar position that Helena is in now?
I like how you just called me old without calling me old.
You have a baby with you right now, so it's a little different.
I'm 24.
I'm just saying, you have your kid with you.
2000. That's
this
old
is a
now.
lovely child.
He'll beat you up.
I know.
It feels good to be out here. It's a little weird being called the veteran because it makes me feel old at 24, but it's good.
I didn't mean anything by that. Anyway, Helena, what would it mean to you to win a Who's Number 1 championship at just 18 years old?
Yeah, so it's my fourth time here at Who's Number 1, and being able to get the opportunity for the title and to win a 145-pound championship at Who's Number 1 would be amazing. And yeah, I'm definitely going for that win.
Liz, this is a matchup between two of the best leg lockers on earth, period, a lot of people would say. How does it feel going into a matchup where both of you are so dangerous and submission-oriented?
I mean, I think it's great. I like when people chase a submission when I'm fighting them instead of just kind of like stalling or backing out. So I'm excited to see how it goes, especially because when you get two people that go after leg locks specifically, either you get a ton of leg locks or you get two people that don't attack the legs at all. So I'm kind of excited to see how it'll go.
Last matchup you had with Liz, she won via leg lock, and you have grown a lot in very well-rounded games since then. Do you plan on testing those waters again on Friday, or are you planning to showcase other parts of your game?
I'm definitely confident wherever like the match is going to go. I'm not sure if we are going to be attacking legs or if we're going to do something else. But I think that I've been improving in all aspects, and I'm definitely confident in my game. And I feel like I have improved a lot since when we fought was exactly 3 years ago. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to test myself right now after that 3-year gap that we went through.
Does it feel any different, Liz, defending the championship compared to when you won it?
I mean, honestly, I don't look at any match any different. I think if you start doing that, that's when you start losing and having really bad performances, because every match should be kind of looked at the same way. It's still a fight, regardless of if it's for a belt or not. So not really.
Last question for you, Helena. Where do you feel you have the advantage in that you could take the title?
I feel like confident in all my games, so wherever the match was to go, whether I'm on top or bottom or even in the leg locks, I feel like very confident because I've been working on everything in my game. So wherever the match is going to go, I probably would feel confident and definitely confident to get that win.
Well, this is for the Who's Number 1 title. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in tomorrow night. It's Helena Cravar versus Elizabeth Clay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Who's Number 127 press conference. This is our co-main event of the evening between Victor Hugo and Luke Griffith. Question for you first, Victor. There was a time in 2024 where you weren't sure if you would be able to keep competing professionally. How does it feel being back on a big stage like Who's Number 1 after that?
You want to be grateful, and I think one of the ways that I can show how grateful I am is by putting, a good performance tomorrow. And yeah, fighting home, also super special. I had a great camp. I'm off to a good year. I'm feeling good, and I can't wait to show this new version of me.
Victor has a pretty unique style, Luke, with his guard and just like kind of not a lot of heavyweights exemplify that sort of a style. What's the game plan for facing someone like Victor Hugo?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely, I would say, one of the most flexible, mobile heavyweights on the scene. He's got a very dynamic guard game. But at the same time, I think I also have a pretty unique style as somebody who's a big guy who has explosive game and can move around in different areas. So I think it'll be interesting how we match up. I think, a lot of people have been anticipating this match for a while. It was supposed to happen last year. I myself have been very excited for this match to happen, obviously, because both of us, especially last year, had a pretty good run. So yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how the match plays out. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Based off that, Victor, what do you feel makes Luke Griffith so dangerous as an opponent?
I think momentum, his team, he has a strong team. And as he said, he has a pretty interesting style for our division. He's not like one-dimensional. He can be dynamic. And I think that makes this matchup like exciting, you know. And it was supposed to happen a couple of times. It didn't happen. That's also that. But yeah, coming from a good camp, he has, you know, excellent like coaching and training partners. And I think that makes him confident to, you know, match up with somebody like me. Also, I don't know how young he is, but he's a bit younger than me. So I think it was probably something that was going through his head. It was definitely going through my head that we would face each other at some point. He won a lot of tournaments as brown belt. And, you know, you start building the anticipation. Like, people want to see you go against the best. So I think this is the time now.
Luke, you lost a lot of weight for this match. Is there a particular strategy around that?
Yeah, so I don't think anyone would disagree that one of, you know, my downfalls in the past has been that my endurance tends to kind of take a little bit of a tank towards the end of matches. And, you know, as a professional athlete, I obviously wanted to make sure that there's as little holes in my game as possible. So I've been experimenting with body weight, and seems like my mobility, you know, flexibility and endurance has all gone up as my weights come down a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see if that makes a difference tomorrow night.
Victor, we're going to need a new heavyweight champ soon. How does a shot at the title, how much does it motivate you?
A lot, you know. Throughout my life as a competitor, that's like one thing that motivates me. Always going after that gold. I don't want to look after Luke, if that makes sense. But I still think I'm out tomorrow night, and you know, a win tomorrow night would mean, I think, a lot on this run to eventually get a belt. But as I said, I have, you know, business to deal with tomorrow. He's a game opponent. Lots of respect for him, and yeah, let's do this.
Luke, you're 3-0 at Who's Number One. You haven't even reached the first judge's decision once. Are you expecting another early night on Friday?
To be honest with you, you can never really predetermine what the length of the match is going to be. You know, obviously I've been, you know, be able to finish matches quickly in the past, but I'm not expecting anything tomorrow night. I'm expecting, like, I'm under no illusion of what this match is going to be. This is going to be a fight. You know, Victor's coming off one of the best performances of his career, and I'm excited to get the opportunity to go out and then show that my jiu-jitsu is the best in the world. So whether it takes 2 minutes or whether it takes the full 15, I'm ready to go out there and put on a show.
Well, this is the co-main event of the evening. It goes down tomorrow night. Victor Hugo versus Luke Griffith. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening for Who's Number 127. This is the press conference. I'm Jake Watson, joined by Kaynan Duarte and Nick Rodriguez. I'll open up first to you, Kaynan. 3 questions for you each. Kaynan, do you think you're the best no-gi grappler in the world right now? And if so, why?
I would say one of the best, you know. I don't believe, like, oh, you're the best. Like, I think you need to be prepared and see who is the best in the day, you know. Even the best lose sometimes, you know, but I'm very well prepared, and I can't wait for this challenge, you know.
Nick, same question to you. Do you think you're the best no-gi grappler in the world right now?
I think I'm the best version of myself right now, and whatever that means, it's whatever that means.
Kind of, where do you feel like you have an advantage in this match against Nicky Rod?
I would say that I'm more complete than he. Overall, I think I'm better than he. I think he's good where he's good, and he know where he's good at. Like, his wrestling is good, but I think his wrestling is good in jiu-jitsu. I think, like, a pure wrestling, he's not the best, and I respect him, but I believe in jiu-jitsu people respect a lot of his wrestling. For his shoot on me, I think that's what I think his goal is gonna be, like, taking me down and be on top. I don't see other way around, but for me, taking him down, he must have, like, a very clear shot, otherwise he's going to expose his neck and everything like that. So I think complete overall, I can play anywhere in the mat, and I think I just see him, like, playing on top game.
Nicky, you're the $1 million grappler. You've hit what a lot of people consider to be the apex of achievement in the sport. What motivates you at this point to keep competing?
Yeah, I mean, the money is fantastic, but I don't know. I just like challenging myself. I feel like in life you have to you have to always be chasing the next big thing, and that's why I take all the big matches. You know, like I could have easily after CGI just kind of chilled, but I competed like a month or two after that, and then you know, took some time to get better, competed again, and now I'm here with you know, going to compete against one of the best ADCC grapplers ever tomorrow. So yeah, for me, it's always about setting a new standard for myself and looking to achieve that expectation that I have of myself.
Kaynan, what do you think of Nick as an opponent compared to when you first fought? How has he improved?
I think he's like a very dangerous opponent. He's a different athlete, I would say. He's improved so much, and the result speaks for himself. But same thing as me. I think I improved a lot, especially in the past few months. And this is gonna be like a big challenge for me also. And it's a match that motivates me, you know, because when you feel that you have more to lose than win, I don't wake up like feeling like that I want to train as much. And I know there's a big risk here on me, so I was waking up every day like with that in my mind, you know. So I had like a very good training camp. I had like a lot of good training partners to help me out. So I'm very well prepared and can wait for tomorrow.
How would you compare yourself to the version of Nikki that fought Kaynan in 2019?
Yeah, I don't know. How do I compare myself to the version of myself? Well, how about you ask me that same question again, and maybe I'll give you a better answer. Ask me again.
Like in a different accent or something? How would you compare yourself to the version of Nikki that fought Kaynan in 2019?
I don't know. Incomparable. I don't really know how to answer that. I'm not the same. I'll just next question. Let's pass that.
That was the last question. So that's a great way to end. Any final parting words for either of you? I guess I'll take it there. Any final parting words for the fans at home about this main event, why they should tune in?
That's the match that you guys asked. That's the match that everybody was looking for. So here I am. I show up. Nick show up. So let's see tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the main event of the evening. Kaynan Duarte and Nick Rodriguez. Tune in tomorrow night. It goes down live on FloGrappling.